what it's about, right?
Absolutely.
And the people you're gonna meet make it all worthwhile for being here, you know. So we're doing the right thing for the right reason, and this is far from over. This isn't just exposing the problem. Here's that's all this is doing. And Aiden's on it, and Sean's on it, and we're doing our best. So, but the signs and everything that you guys do in your free time to help Karen, it shows. It really does. And we're blessed. We're blessed to have all these people on our side. Think about it. We got BostonMike, we got Joe Flipperhead, we got Mike Crawford, we got Broken Baker from England, from wherever he is. Clara, Melanie, Ricky. The best blessing is right here. Doing this for Karen and letting everybody know. And that's the reason here. So I thank everybody for being here.
Imagine that.
Good
Hey,
job,
gentlemen.
Tommy. What's going on, man?
Hey.
Wow. How we doing?
Good. I like that video. Where was that from?
That was up at Franklin today. The nice standout. What a day, too. Beautiful day out there today.
Yeah.
Nice people. A lot of people showed up in Franklin today. It was nice. Nice standout.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. I got a video. It's like 25 minutes long. I'm gonna play it later on. Maybe release it. I don't know. Figure it out. How's that?
Just end the show with it. Just let it play as the show ends and people can watch it.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
There we go.
Always thinking, Joe.
How we doing? Not you guys, both of you guys.
Good. Busy weekend.
Yeah, always busy. How's Twitter going?
Depends on the time of day, but depends on what the trolls want to come after me for or not.
God. It's crazy. He blew up Twitter this morning, man. He blew it up. Where's John? Right, that one there, Joe. That was incredible.
There we go.
Yeah,
again.
That came together. I had a video going on about something else, and then I was reviewing that testimony, and then you start to click things together, and more things. When you hear more things, it makes more sense. So I kind of dove into that, and when you think about it, there's so much about that video that it confirms. It ties everything together almost, their testimony, and I can't believe it's not. I feel like that should be the number one thing anybody talks about. How did two people see Karen in the car and not John? Where was John? He should have been dead on the lawn if she hit him, right?
Well, how did he got there? Right, he left the bar. Right,
he was in the car.
He was in the vehicle at one point. Yes, we know that.
Confirmed.
And then he was not in the vehicle. Correct.
Right.
People said they saw that. Right.
Correct. 100%.
Where was he?
Unless they are going to say that they're lying.
Listen, that boy was 6 feet something tall. He takes 3 steps across that front lawn. He's at the front door.
Yeah. Yeah.
Really, legit. I mean, he's a big dude. He's and it's snowing out. He's not gonna, he's not gonna slowly, gingerly walk up to the door like we would today. No, it's cold out. He's running, or at least he's jogging a little bit. He's drunk. He's had a couple beers, right?
Yeah.
So, does he go in the house though? Who puts him in the house?
I mean, so when I was looking at the whole thing, so Garino, I think he's the key to it all. When he told the story about 1221 to 1224 was the steps that was ascended and descended, the floors. He was trying to say that was him on his way to Fairview Road.
Correct.
But does it line up?
The problem with that is no, because Ryan Nagel texts Julie Nagel here at 1223. And we know that Karen got to 34 February before then.
1221.
And his phone went up and down at what point? What time?
1221, between 1221 and 1224. But that's when he climbs the floors of steps. But the problem is he also has steps recorded at that time.
That's right, because you walk in the door, right? And you immediately go upstairs right away. That's what happens.
We're downstairs.
Downstairs.
No. Negative.
Okay.
John walks up to the front door. Okay. He goes in. He hears music from upstairs. Right when you walk in, there's a staircase that goes up and then takes a left that goes up to the room. He
But that's
walks.
the front door.
That's where he went in. He did not go in the side door. There's a middle door.
Right.
I can pull it up.
No.
He went in the main door because he's never been there before. He went to the proper front door. The front door, not the side door, not the middle door, not any other door. He went to the proper front door where the doorbell was. The front door of the house. He walks in, goes up the stairs. That's one. Meets somebody at the top of the stairs. They start fighting. They start coming down the stairs fighting. At this point, the people that are in the kitchen come over. Some big dude, the ATF agent, shuts the door. Can't go out now. Someone opens the door. They bum rush him down the cellar. So he goes up one, down the cellar. There's your 3 flights of stairs. And the cellar's right behind it because the cellar is on when the staircase goes up and to the right. To get to the cellar, it comes down and goes to the right. It's built.
Remember he was asking Alan Jackson I think he was asking Brian Albert and he asked Nicole Albert, what's the distance from the front door to the basement door?
Mm-hmm.
And he said 8 feet. I'm pretty sure you can't see that from the kitchen where they said Jen McCabe was at, correct?
Nope, can't. Kitchen's in the back, bud. Way in the back.
Because my theory about it is he walks in and goes in the basement.
Negative.
But that would make sense for Jen McCabe because she didn't see him, but she did see Karen's car outside.
No, she didn't. I don't believe she did. I think everything Jen McCabe says is not true. I think it's all just made up to go with her story. See, there's your house, guys. See? He went to the store.
Okay.
Front door.
So the bedrooms are upstairs, Tom.
See this room up here?
Yeah.
See how the ceiling's like vaulted? Mm-hmm. If you go and look at that pull up the Bang Bang video, right? And look at the ceiling. It's in that room upstairs. That's where it was filmed, in this room, the Bang Bang video. It's where the kids drink. So he goes in the front door. He goes up, meets someone at the top of the stairs. That's 1 flight. They come back down. 2 flights. They go over here, down to the cellar. That's 3 flights of stairs. That's what his phone registered. 3 flights of stairs. It fits exactly. Because if he goes down the cellar, right, there's no stairs. Like there's. But how do you get the other 2 flights?
Tried to go back up at once and then went back down after he's hit.
So I really don't even care about the flights of steps like that. It could matter, but also it could be from just walk. Like the phone could just register. You don't know that, but I know it wasn't from him driving up and down a hill. That's one thing that I can confirm.
But
you can't just shake it, right?
You can't just I really don't think that can't be it because he also records steps at that time. So Garino's testimony actually should have been he could record steps from driving in a car, sitting down. It recorded 80 steps, and then waving it around would be 36 steps. Both of them have to be true for his last 2 movements from his phone. He's completely counting them out as not possibly have been walking.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, shaking the phone around won't count as pedometer. No, absolutely.
I don't think sitting in the car would record 80 steps. But the thing is, he doesn't bring that up in testimony. They don't ask him about the 80 steps that happened in that time frame. They ask him about the 3 flights of stairs that are ascended and descended.
Wait a minute, time out. Mike, you get an iPhone.
Yeah.
How many steps did you take today?
None.
Yesterday, getting from where you are?
None.
How many steps of that? You drove, right?
Yeah.
How many steps?
There's nothing on my phone. I don't have that app, but I know what you're saying. You can trace it, and everybody ever talked to that has that app. It swears it's perfect. It counts your steps if you have it going on.
So I think what happens is when they measure distances, they can measure it with the vehicle and they can measure it with steps. Like what's it? There's an app, the one Google. I think it's
Life 360. No.
No, there's a Google thing, like Google Maps or something.
Right.
Yeah. Use that a little bit. That'll show you around. But it tells you, how many steps. Or if you want to drive a car, it says it's half a mile or this many steps. So the
Yeah.
app will tell you that.
Yeah, you're right. It does tell you that.
But that doesn't mean he did that. He could have drove that distance.
Well, in Google Maps, you have a person that can walk wherever you want to go, or you got a car, you can walk that way too. But yeah, it won't count your footsteps though, but it'll count the distance the same as a car.
Exactly.
Right.
So if John went up the driveway and over to the sidewalk and then up the stairs, the front stairs didn't register. That's what gets me. The steps, the front steps going up.
The first three steps. Yeah.
That should register because it's a change in elevation. That's
right.
what where's that? I don't see that.
No, because they don't have it, right? Well, they do have it, but they don't use it. Is what you're saying? Yeah, I know what you're saying. Yep. Yeah. But I thought
3 steps would be going up the steps and to go into the house and then going down to the basement.
And you know what? How many iPhones and how many phones did they take, and how many other people registered steps at the same moments?
everybody that moved if they have that pedometer in this phone. Yeah. So
there was something about Jim McCabe. If I went back and if I looked at it, there was one point at like 12:40 to 12:45, I believe it was. It was like the most active she was the entire night.
Yep.
For her steps taken and
she was pacing.
But that's when she was saying that she saw the car leave at 12:45. That was is that a little flip?
Ah. Hi. Oh, Mike, I saw a beautiful dog today. Oh, I had so much fun with the dog. Dog was very, very trained. It was just
yeah. This one's not so much trained.
Yeah.
She's getting there though. Yeah. But I understand what we're saying about 34 video. I tend to I don't know because when David Yannetti did the video of the downstairs, remember he walked us through it. He went in the front door and he went right downstairs. And he went up the back stairs as well. I don't know. At some point, that phone had to go with him, right? Because he found it under his body.
Well,
I'm trying to figure out
again, right? Listen, again. Yeah. Who found the phone and who gave it to what officer?
Jerry Roberts found the phone. I don't know who she ended it to. Saraf, maybe? I'm not sure. I don't know. No one knows, Tom? Is that what you're getting at?
How can that not? I mean,
I know. I agree with you. I agree with that. I know that she found it when they lifted John off the ground to get in the stretcher, and she bent down and picked it up, and she put it in her pocket. I saw her do it. It's right on the camera.
Wow.
Yeah. Crazy. No chain of custody on that one for sure.
They probably never tested the phone for DNA, correct?
No. That's why his shoe was missing too, Tom. They had too much DNA on it. But who knows?
That's such a wasted opportunity.
On purpose. Was it
Oh, you guys want to hear some good news?
What's that?
I'm hearing rumblings from 3 different people now that they're looking at Matt Farwell's significant other as a person of interest, or they're interested in her, or they're just looking to see how she's doing.
Why would that be?
Accessory after? I mean, it was the babysitter, dude. All of a sudden, the babysitter's gone.
All right.
The one you're having the affair with, that I told you to stop. No, the one that did it to herself.
You're implying that she knew the whole time that this was going on.
Absolutely, it's what I'm implying.
Wow, that's a good thing. I don't.
How can she not know? No, how can she not know?
I don't know. A lot of guys keep things from their wives, right? I mean, especially with a murder. I don't know. If my wife told me that she knew about a murder I would do, I'd be kind of like, oh shit.
Listen,
no.
a while ago, right, Mike?
Hmm.
I made a comment about Paul O'Keefe taking the GoFundMe money and using it. I
Hmm.
made a comment, and then I made another comment about Paul O'Keefe hitting up Karen's car insurance for $1 million for wrongful death because she had insurance on her car for $1 million. So he hit that for $1 million, and now he's trying to personally sue her.
Hmm.
I don't understand. Like, how much money does this guy need?
As much as you can get. Right? I don't know. I'm just giving you an answer. I mean, the guy's he's the biggest grifter, right? That's how I look at it.
Wow.
He knows she's innocent, but the court documents say she's guilty, right? Or the insurance company says, oh, we'll get a police report that says she is. You get a police report with an undetermined death on it, right?
Mike, we got jurors that are screaming,
I know. It's crazy, man.
Juries are saying no, not guilty. And they thought Turtle Boy hired the experts? What?
That's one of the questions that was asked from the juror to Aiden, or Aiden to the juror, or
The juror thought it was debated. I think it was inside the room where they did the debating, right? Or the
Deliberation room.
deliberations, right?
okay.
I think Aiden's name came up as the person who paid for those two experts to come in.
Wow, that's crazy.
Isn't that
Yeah, they had no idea it was the federal police, the feds. I mean, they thought it was Karen's insurance company that paid for Aqua.
oh,
Yeah, none of us have read the Total Boy interview, so we were planning on going through some of the questions today that I found. I just kind of scanned it real quick, but I heard that I got a lot of messages saying that it was shocking.
Yeah,
Some of the questions and some of the answers that
it
we're
was.
getting.
I couldn't believe it. I had to just listen twice because I couldn't. There's no way. Some of the answers blow me away.
I sent them to Shelby if she wants to bring them up. If we want to just talk about it now,
yeah, sure, let's do it.
I just try to take some pictures of some of them just so we could. Obviously, I'm going to go back and read the whole thing, but
Yeah, I mean, listen. Thank God we have him to interview these people. Can you imagine like Ted Daniels' interview with him? It'd be okay. It wouldn't be nothing like Aiden's interview.
Kind of like the Dateline one of 2021. I mean,
Yeah, I mean it's kind of not scripted, but it's processed, right?
yeah,
Where Aiden's is raw. It's not. It's you. Here you go. This is what you got.
yep, I like it. That's why I like these 2020s and these Datelines. They're
And
just scripted. You're right.
I forget who said it. I think it was Mike Crawford. I think he said Karen should stop talking to the mainstream media and only talk to the YouTubers because guess what? It's the only way you're gonna get your message out. That's it. You have to come out and say it. Boom. And so people can see it. The mainstream media is going to chop it, cut it, edit it, move it around, take words out, not finish sentences. With the internet, you remove that.
You're right.
It's real.
Yeah.
You're getting the real person, right?
Yep.
And I think it was Mike Crawford that said that Karen should just talk to the YouTubers, and
Yep.
I'm in full agreement. So, Karen, if you're watching, you're more than welcome to come on our show. You know, I know that legally you can't talk about certain stuff, and that's cool, but you're still a person. You're still welcome to come on. And I mean, you're kind of an important person in this whole movement. You know, I'm sure you can talk about things. So, just throwing it out there, Mrs. Reed. If you got some time, let me know.
I agree. Yeah, he's right though. Mike Crawford is right. He is
Yeah.
right. Put it on Twitter, live streaming on Twitter and on YouTube, and yeah, you'll get some traction. Absolutely, some traction. Yeah.
Right. And where else can she go and get her message out straight out? Right.
No, you're right. A live show will do that. They'll get all her reactions. They'll get everything they want. They'll have real TV in front of them. Yeah.
And you know what the best part is there's no spin.
No, it's not filtered.
No, it's straight up. Here you go.
Yep. I agree with that, man. That's what got me into the YouTube channels and stuff. Is that it's unfiltered. And you want to hear somebody talk, via the YouTuber, you'll get all the information you want. interview. But if we're gonna, is Shelby gonna pull up those screenshots, Joe?
I sent them to her. I don't know if she received them or not. If she can hear us, but yeah, talk about the YouTubers with the following the case. So when I watch other trials, like, there's like a handful of people that I tend to lean to watch breakdown trials and like discuss it after the fact.
Mhm.
And but they don't really follow the case after it. But usually, it's if you had a situation like what's been given now, it's majority of them are on the same side, but it's not guilty for someone that is accused of killing a police officer. But they're all on board.
Gotcha. You want to read the question, Tom?
Yeah. Was there ever any contention based on differences in notes? And that's a problem I have, by the way, because they left their notebooks there. So all the notes they were taking, anybody can read the notebook and figure out which way they're leaning based on what they took for notes. And I could tell you, based on when I was in there, when Lally was talking, they weren't taking any notes. They were just sitting there bearing it, gritting their teeth, taking it, just biting the pillow. That was it. That's it. There's nothing they can do. They have to sit there and listen.
Yep.
But when Alan Jackson get up, or David Yannetti, or Eliza Little, man, they're on it. All right.
This question here, this is what I thought would be one of the biggest points of contention for the next trial, if there is one, is this cert report, because I've said when the jury came back with that note, it makes sense because first of all, there wasn't the report, and it was very confusing, the testimony, until you have to go back and rewatch it. So just reading the answer here, they said the point of contention was to see what time the first cert team individuals were arriving, and if they had time to take pieces of taillight and put it on the grass prior to the state police coming in. So
that's a great question, right?
I think O'Hara was the first member on scene, and it was either 4:45 or 5 o'clock. But the last member arrived on scene at 5:41, and O'Hara testified that after the last member arrived is when they started their shoulder to shoulder grid search, and that's when they found the 3 pieces and the hat. So there was an 11-minute window for the car to be at the Sallyport, for someone to drive to Canton, from Canton to 34 Fairview.
Yeah.
It's a 5-minute ride, so there's plenty of time. And Tully didn't get there till 5:30.
Yes,
so Tully was there for 15 minutes before the search started.
Yeah, that's enough time to get from Canton PD to 34 for sure.
Yeah, but
what's on?
I think when she backed into John's vehicle, I think she popped a piece of plastic off the taillight. That's my first opinion. It popped a piece, just like their layers, and the red piece is on the outside. Mm-hmm. Okay, I think she just, how she hit the wiper mechanism, it just popped off, the red piece. So I think that red piece was at John's house. It had
the piece that's missing. There's a piece missing.
Yes,
I thought it slid down inside the hub, but I could be wrong. But inside the whole taillight itself, like you said, Tom, there's like spaces. But you think, why did they find anything at Fairview then? Who picked it up?
Well, if someone found it at John's house, they could easily bring it to Fairview.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
That red piece.
That big red piece. We have no big footage of that, do we?
We do have. So here's the thing. So very on in the trial, I was dialing into this. The pieces of taillight found by the cert report were fit into the reconstruction of the taillight. They were. The 3 pieces did fit back in. The weird part is all the evidence bags have signed in dates of when they were found.
Mm-hmm.
And Lally showed every single bag of evidence that found taillight. They showed the entire bag.
Mm-hmm.
But for the cert report, they only showed a picture of the seal. So I don't know if it's weird. It was just a weird thing that stood out to me, because this was like the first thing I was really trying to hammer home, because I originally thought that none of the cert pieces were used in the reconstruction. Okay. Which would have been, red flag number 1. But that it did come out that they were.
But didn't they come back a second time?
Yep.
Well,
did Proctor and
Yuri,
the blind guy, found some too?
Yeah. Well, they went back to a couple of weeks after the fact and were finding pieces. But the thing with the CERT report is, the CERT search was Tully was the one that directed them where they were going to search and what they were going to find, right? And he told them he was never at the scene, so he had no he was getting either he was planning it or he got a word from somebody. This is where it's going to be there for the pieces. And at 6:15, he called the search off and he told O'Hara, "I think we found everything we're going to locate." But then there's 45 other pieces still on the ground.
That's right.
And O'Hara said, I think there's going to be more taillight. And he asked for a picture of it, and they said they couldn't get it for him. At 5:30, O'Hara asks Tully for if he has a picture of the taillight. Or Tully tells him, we don't. It's still being transported back to Canton PD. The problem with that is 2.5 hours before that is when Proctor and Yuri both see the taillight for the first time, but they didn't take a picture.
That's right.
Because Barrios also saw it at that time. And what did he say?
That's correct.
The biggest red flag with that was when Proctor lied about the time that it left. The time that they left, they tried to create a window.
From Dighton back to
and they got caught.
Yeah.
Right. Now, you see on the screen, Joe?
Mm-hmm.
I can't match this up with the police cars in the locations of where the police cars are. In the other video where you see the dash cams footage from the police vehicles,
Mm-hmm.
cruisers, I don't know where this lines up in regards to where that footage comes to play. But if you see how they have it just kind of scooped out and plowed here, there's your line search right there. So
Right.
how many people?
59 feet from the front door to the fire hydrant.
How many people does it take to do that grid search there, bud?
I think that's 8 guys, I want to say.
Really?
I believe it was 8. There's a picture of them doing it.
They were shoveling, I thought.
Yeah, they were.
And that's
So I'm
what
saying there was 8, I think there was 8 total guys searching there. Yeah.
there's still snow there. When John was supposedly there was no snow. Not
Well, I
like
mean,
that.
Right. So they're saying that it would have been on the grass. So they had to dig down to the grass to. But this picture looks like it was. This was the next day, right? It couldn't have been.
I don't know.
Because the streets cleared and it was still snowing at the time, so that would make sense. Because they were down to pretty much grass. There's a video I have for it.
Yeah, but you know I'm talking about how lining up the like that. There's
That's
some
the one
footage.
piece that they found. Yep.
Yeah, that one. That's what I think popped off her taillight. That right there from the bump from the rear wiper of the Traverse when she backed into it with the taillight. I think that popped off. See how it's rounded?
Yeah. I'm not sure.
Yeah, me neither. I don't know what that. I'm not like quite sure. I think that piece was still. I don't know. Because you would have to go back to One Meadows and grab that piece and drive it all the way back to 34.
That's easy to do.
It is.
What other questions we got from the interview?
Good job, Shelby.
Shelby.
Probably yelling at her kids again.
I'm not yelling at my kids. I'm trying to set up my pot.
Oh my god!
What did you need me to do?
Look,
Sorry.
See this guy? See how the red here? See how there's white and there's red piece here? This is over the white. This can pop off. This little pieces here.
It's a mystery to me, man. I really don't understand if the taillight was just cracked and Barrows saw it at that time in Dighton. It would have been taillight. Then the taillight would have been out of One Meadows if she cracked it there, right?
You know
Tom,
what?
Go back to that picture, Tom. I just wanted to make a comment on something that the picture that you just had up of
The snow.
the front of the
That
house.
one?
No, the front of the house.
That one is right there.
That one right there.
Yep.
So if you see where it says girlfriend charged in the death of Boston,
Yeah.
well, right above the B, if you go up from a B where the snow starts, right about that spot there's a shoe apparently
Yep.
that they
Tom.
find 3 days later.
That's right.
Tom, I'm gonna forward you all these from Flip because I'm trying to set up something for the chat so you can present them. That way it's easier.
Yeah.
On
Joe,
the asphalt berm.
dude
That's what
had
they said.
dude had that size 13 shoe. You're not missing it.
You
You'd
would
see it
in
from
this picture.
here.
I never saw this picture.
Absolutely.
This is a huge. I was looking for a picture just like this. I'd never seen this before, but that's important.
You'd
I
see
wonder what the
his
date is
hat
on that.
too, right? How can you miss his hat? A baseball cap in the middle of the snow? Come on.
Well, that
No
I mean,
way.
all of that. Think about how much snow was on the ground at 6 a.m. There wasn't that much.
You know what I did? I actually found a friend that has a size 13 shoe. I put it outside, and when it snowed out, I took a video of it. Time lapse. I have video of a snow. Size 13.
It's a
So
size 12. It's a size 12. It's a
listen,
size 12.
I had video going backwards at like 35, 40 miles an hour, driving backwards down the road with my nephews in the car.
So this probably is the next day. It's just happening this morning.
Jeez. You got your nephews in your car when you're trying to do 24 miles an hour backwards, Tom?
Yeah, flying backwards.
Why would you have your nephews in the car?
Well, I needed someone to tell me how fast I was going.
Oh, okay.
So I was focusing on going backwards.
That's true. That's true. All right.
My oldest nephew, who's a car head already, he's 14. I let him drive a couple times. He's all right.
Strap in. Tell me how fast I'm going.
He's telling me exactly how fast I'm going, and I got to the speed I needed to get to, and I just kept driving. And I'm saying, there's no way Karen Reed drove backwards in any way and hit anything. You can't. The road curves, it goes uphill. Not happening.
I see Julie Carpenter's watching. She just tweeted, "What's up, Julie? We can get you a link to come on if you want to talk."
Yep, more than happy. More than happy, Julie.
Thanks for watching. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Make sure you like and subscribe, please.
We're just trying to figure stuff out. Really. Think about it, right? We're just trying.
There's 4 seconds that this whole thing could have been planted. So I just want to talk to her about it.
Yeah. And unfortunately, this is a girl that's on trial for murder, right? This should not be up for discussion at all. All right. Okay, open this picture.
That was a weird thing too when the witnesses went on the field trip and they put the Lexus there. Too. That was crazy. Why would you do that?
According to Jen McKay's statement, this isn't where the car was. So
I'm not sure.
It's directly outside the front door.
Okay.
Remember she had a whole stink about that?
See, you can't see the kitchens in the back.
I thought she's at the windows, but whatever. Are you gonna put up those questions, Tom?
I'm looking for them. Hold on.
Right. Yeah, no
problem. Where is it? Come on. I can't find it.
Something on X now.
Yeah. All right. Nothing.
Okay.
Oh, wait a minute. I got it. What happened is it came on my phone. It didn't come on this. There it is. All right. Wow. Okay. Let me share this one. This is a good one.
Yeah. Who's reading it?
Did you know who I was? We did know because there was somebody in the jury who knew about you, and we talked about it a little bit. There was information being told to us by family members about what was going on with the media.
Mm-hmm.
And for lack of better terms, someone on the jury was telling us that you were in the courtroom and there were people who were talking about different angles. What's this angles thing?
Angles of the case or what could have happened. But see, this right here, this is how it's going to be. You're never going to find anybody in this town that doesn't know what's going on. And I know Bev asked them the questions. Did you talk about this case? So they must have lied if this is, accurate report. So it's concerning. I mean, that's what I always assumed. I've never been on jury duty, but I can't imagine how these people don't go home and Maybe it goes to sequester jury next time. That could be the only way that they can do it, where they keep them.
But
And you know,
here's the problem. You ready? The question was, did you know who I was? That's Aiden asking the juror if he knew who he if you knew who he was, right?
all right.
Yep.
And this guy has to throw in the fact that his family, there are family members talking about what's going on with the media. What does that, why is the media stuff, like the outside stuff, like free camera stuff, no? Or the whatever. Why is the family even having access to any jury member at all?
Yeah, I mean, just think about your family though. I know my family. If I was on this jury, they would all know. I mean, they would definitely be talking about it. But
Yeah.
But
it's
but
just that's just life. I mean, I
don't
get
they
it.
separate the jury and the family members?
No,
It's
they don't sequester them.
taboo.
They went home every night.
Yeah, they
It's-
went home.
But it's taboo to talk to a juror.
Like family members?
There was information being told to us by family members about what was going on.
That's life.
What family, their family members, or
Yes,
all right, it's the not Mr. O'Keefe's family members.
Oh,
I
Yeah.
read that as their own family members were
yeah,
discussing
like
it with
their
them.
husband or their wife or their cousin or grandparents, their parents. Who knows?
But
Right.
even that's taboo. That's part of the jury rules. You can't talk about it. And they get asked every night, did you talk about the case? No.
Well, yeah, I think she's. Well, I could be wrong, but I think it was talk to anybody outside of your family about the case. But I could be wrong. You're right. I'm not sure about what she actually said.
Hold on, there's another question before this one. I think that leads into this one.
Okay.
You want to go back one? Maybe that's it.
Yeah, let me go back. There's that one, right? And then
Yeah,
I
it's
have
the next one back. Yeah,
this
I don't,
one.
I don't know if it's in order or not. Maybe it's not in order. I thought I sent it.
Hold on. Two more. Aka guys. Notes and
Maybe I didn't. But yeah, there's. I can read it right now. I'll pull it. I think I have it right on my phone. But basically, one of the jurors asked them. They said, "Was it you that paid for the ARCA experts?" I'll read it out.
how does that even go? That's just bizarre.
That's a weird question. That's a weird. How did they get there from from that? It's just weird. And I was just thinking that Turboy paid for the fucking ARCA experts.
Why?
And that wasn't the federal government. Interesting.
But the ARCA guys were unequivocal that John's injuries didn't come from a motor vehicle collision. Clearly, those who voted guilty did not find them convincing. What went wrong? And this is the answer. The group in general felt that the defense was trying to derail us with them. A lot of people were saying guilty because these individuals came in and gave us this information, but they couldn't say who was sponsoring them, whether it was an insurance company or, no offense, or was it yourself?
Wow.
That's
That's crazy. Yeah, they couldn't tell them looking for. They told them they were looking for another third party. I mean, the actual words.
Why would he hire them?
So you saw how confused they were. I'll tell you that.
But they Turtle hired him. Why would they be? Why would they be not hired by the defense, or the defense would have to use them as their witness? It makes no sense.
I don't understand how they get there.
See, I didn't really follow the pretrial stuff too much, but I probably should go back and watch it. But was there a debate about whether they should be allowed to know that the federal investigation?
Yeah, she wouldn't allow anybody to know that the feds were involved unless it came in organically. That's when Ryan Nagel said maybe the feds. That opened the door up for more questions about the feds.
But I think it confused the jury.
Yeah.
At that point.
You're right.
Because I mean, all of a sudden, there's feds are thrown in the middle of it. And then, what do you mean the feds? Like, what are you talking about?
Right.
Well, the initial interview that Turtle did, the first juror that he interviewed, she said she didn't catch it.
There we go. That makes sense.
Yeah, I remember that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I get it. So she was trying to taint the jury. Is that what she was trying to do?
It was. I think it might have been a Freudian slip because that was when he was at. When they were saying
That's a
that was when
no-no.
Alan Jackson was questioning her about how strong to die in cold, and
Yeah.
she goes, "Yeah, that's what you put out to the media."
I
And
remember
Alan
that.
Jackson goes, "Well, I didn't put anything out to the media. I don't have social media." And she said, "Okay, I'm sorry, Turtle Boy did."
Yep. I remember
I
that.
mean, maybe she did it on purpose, where then maybe the jury's like, "Who's Turtle Boy?" and they want to go, and maybe she's trying to get him to go look into that. But I always just thought it was a funny clip. Like, it was kind of a compliment.
It's bizarre. I don't see Turtle Boy in that. I don't see how, it's still, I can't get there.
So what was that question that was about Turtle Boy that we got off from?
Yeah, let me go back to that one. Not this one. Hold on. Yeah. Yeah. This is good. So the jury guessed that possibly Turtle Boy paid for the ARCA experts, but no one suggested the feds. And this is the answer the jury gave. And this is telling in a way. Based on our charge, which was to follow the evidence, so we left it alone. So because of that factor, that we didn't know who sponsored them, the ARCA guys, because the defense utilized them, but the prosecution did not. So it was confusing on whether or not they were there to derail us. And some of the jurors felt strong about that. I felt that there must be some truth in why they're trying to present this information and why the judge would even allow them to testify if they weren't credible.
That doesn't make any sense.
Huh? They got PhDs, man.
What do they mean by derail them?
Yeah, why would the defense want to derail them? They called them. The prosecution never called them.
What are they gonna say? Prove he got hit? They can't.
No, they can't.
Like, I felt there must have been some truth in why they were trying to present this information. They're trying to present the information because they're accusing Karen of hitting John with his car.
But the guy made a freaking cannon to prove it didn't happen. A cannon. He made a freaking cannon, an air cannon.
It must have been confusing because I was thinking about that. I can imagine these people just come in, you have no idea. Like it was just
no.
suspicious.
See, I get that guy. The daddies there, both of them. And even I have a computer background. I even get some of the guy selling the app. I get some of what he was saying.
No, I'm saying I was confused by. I was putting myself in the jury's shoes. They have no idea that these people are hired by the FBI, so it must have been.
And they have to know. Think about this. How are they? Think of all the stuff that's thrown at them and the stuff that they have no exposure to, right? If they had no exposure to how the government works or FBI, what do you mean FBI? They wouldn't get it. They wouldn't get it.
Yeah, they catch Ryan Nagel saying the feds. You think they probably forgot about that one too?
This lady that I saw in this one when I was scanning it, she wrote it in her notes. She did write it down.
Okay.
Well, you're not supposed to share your notes with the other jurors. So.
And again, they leave their notebooks there. So anybody who was watching the jury and was watching the notebooks, correct?
Yeah.
Maybe that's why they got called down to Uncle Joe's house. All the court officers. Remember that last week?
Yeah.
Joe, they all got called into the big house, into the Josh Levy's chambers, we'll say.
Who did?
All the court officers.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
That was there for the Karen Reed trial. Because think of this: if this was a setup from the go, and Josh Levy has all the information that was a setup from the go, and the court officers were in on it, you don't think they'd be called in?
Yeah.
All right, here's a good one. You ready? Did the jury believe that John was bit by a dog? because there were 2 doctors who said John was bitten by a dog. The jury believed there was reasonable doubt. That's why there were 6 people who had reasonable doubt. It was very clear on charge 1 and 3. Murder was decided on day 1. She did not have intent to murder. How could they legally believe that if she went 24 miles an hour in reverse? We believe that he wasn't hit. If he wasn't hit, how's her tail light get there, guys? Anybody? Anybody?
It was planted.
Anybody? Help me. Where's the tail light come from?
Where's the case come from? If
It was planted. It came from the Sally Port. You know that.
The jurors, man.
Yeah, common sense is not so common, huh?
Can you imagine? Yeah, that's a great thing, Joan. Imagine if the jury's now being investigated by the federal government. Boy, if you're a juror out there, uh-oh.
what happened?
I'm just looking at the other question here. Where is it? 24. Here, here's a good one. I like this. Do you believe John went inside the house based on the testimony you heard? I'm not sure. I think he might have made it into the house. But what happened after that, I don't know. There was some of us in the room that believed there was doubt about whether or not he made it in the house or whether or not there were interactions in the house. That means that people who voted guilty on manslaughter believed beyond a reasonable doubt that he did not go inside the house, which means they believe the McAlberts? Correct. That just blows me away, guys.
I mean, yeah, when you say it like that, the last 2 questions don't really make any sense because they said they believe he wasn't hit. That was the question before that we just read. We believe he wasn't hit. And then this one says that that's the whole thing. Charge 2 is manslaughter by motor vehicle.
How can you manslaughter somebody if you don't hit them?
That's what.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I mean, that's like, what, you scare them to death? Like, and again, right? Where's the 24 miles an hour in that? Where's that?
Well, the next question, I'm looking at it right now. So we believe that he wasn't hit. And then Turtle Boy asked, so you all believed he wasn't struck by a car and that he jumped out of the way and fell? And then the answer was the jury believed it wasn't intentional. So then it's not guilty.
Yeah, all the way around.
Not intentional.
It's fucked up, man. That's fucking crazy. That's nuts.
That wasn't even an option. It's guilty or not guilty. Not, it was an accident. Maybe. No. Mike, make sense of this.
About that question you just asked me?
Yeah. Why would we get an answer like that?
Confused.
This is one that there was one that
But if he didn't get hit, then why are they sitting in the jury? Why are they there, Mike?
Yeah, if you're not guilty on one, you're not guilty on the board. You're right. That's my opinion.
If he wasn't hit, he's not guilty on any. She's not guilty on anything. It don't matter.
Right. That's right. So, when Acker came in, when Acker did this test, they first did it. The federal government wanted to make sure Karen didn't do it. So they did it to rule her out or in, and they ruled her out. Then they went forward, just so you know. So they actually did this test. The federal government paid for it because before they stepped in, they want to make sure that it wasn't possible to be hit. So they wanted to either rule Karen in or rule her out, and they ruled her out and kept going with the whole case.
I can see that.
Yeah, that's what started the whole probe, really. That's when they got really, really knee-deep in it. They wanted to make sure Karen didn't do it, and they did. Through their own FBI experts or, with PhDs and doctorates and all this stuff. And
an unlimited budget.
Yeah, and they just said, okay, if she didn't do it, then why is she being framed for it? And that's when they started. Exactly. Yeah. But they don't, I don't blame the federal government saying, okay, we're going to hire a third party and come in and just do a reconstruction. And they had the best two guys in the business do it, pay them $500,000 to do it. Yeah. I want to know if I'm Josh Levy. I want to know if she did it or didn't. Tell me. We believe that the car and the crash daddies obviously say she's not guilty. That's what I believe. That's the game to me. Those guys saying the car didn't hit John didn't hit the car. It wasn't possible to do it. Physics don't make sense. The physics, math. They did all the math. They shot a cannon. They did everything. They reconstructed the car, and they said no, she never hit him, and he never hit her.
Then why are we even talking about this?
Because I know, right? Because we couldn't tell the jury that the feds were the ones that did the reconstruction. They're so confused that they thought Turboy paid for it. That's what's crazy. How can a jury actually think that? Doesn't make sense to me. Like, have a journalist saying that he paid for, the aqua reconstruction. What are we doing here? So I don't know. I can't make it make sense, Tom.
I don't have it. Joe, you got anything on that?
About the federal investigation?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was one of the questions. I don't know if we have it, but I have it. I'm looking at it right now. If you want me to just read it.
Go ahead, Joe.
If you had known about the federal investigation, would that have changed your opinion? They answer, knowing the ARCA guys were hired by the FBI, that would have changed a lot. If it was told to us that they were a part of a separate investigation, that's all they needed to say without tainting our information. I think eventually even the jurors would have looked at that differently. One of the major pivotal points was the engineer in the group said that ARCA guys did not give us any of their data. They presented the information, but not give us any of the parameters they set up as far as engineering controls. So this is an engineer that thinks he's fucking,
Right.
Excuse my language, but
Right.
thinks he's, better than these guys. They didn't do it the right way. And any kind of specific data, the engineer, based on his experience to us, said that these were not credible witnesses. The majority of us probably would have changed our vote if we knew that information. Not credible witnesses.
Because they didn't get the data. Because they didn't get the actual reports. That's what that guy wanted.
But I don't think they can. They couldn't. Right?
No, they wouldn't let him leave the room and ask the judge a question.
Well,
Lockdown.
It was protected, right? Because it's under TUI, right? The report is so that's why I don't have it. I mean, just reading that question, it kind of sounds to me like the engineer just thought like, "Oh, I'm an engineer. I'm listening to what these guys are doing." And there's a reason that I don't know. There's a reason they're not presenting it to you guys.
Right. But I agree with that. But it's if they're being they call it a stronger personality in the jury room. In the first day, they were 12-0 on the first charge. How can you be guilty on the second charge, right? And the third one, the third one is a no guilty. And I'm just like, okay, this doesn't make sense. If I find a person not murdered, charged with the murder, I find them not guilty. How can you find somebody guilty or split on a not guilty or guilty on a was it man 2?
Yeah.
Crazy. Yeah, crazy.
All right. I got something even crazier. You ready, guys? Not to change the subject, but going to change the subject real quick. We can come back.
An update now on the case of a former Stoughton police officer. Matthew Farwell is accused of killing a pregnant woman after years of alleged sexual abuse that began when she was just 15. Farwell's lawyer is now filing a request with the court. WBZ's Laura Hafley is live for us outside the federal courthouse tonight. And Laura, tell us what we know about this.
Well, according to court documents, Matthew Farwell was actually due back in federal court on September 12th for his rescheduled detention hearing. But this morning, he and his counsel requested that hearing be rescheduled again. In the meantime, he'll continue to be held behind bars, but reserves the right to challenge that hold. Now, according to the requests, Farwell and his counsel want additional time to review documents relating to the case to better prepare for the hearing. Now, Matthew Farwell was indicted last week in connection with the death of Sandra Birchmore. Her body was found inside her Canton apartment in 2021. The medical examiner ruled her death a suicide, but just this year, a pathologist ruled Birchmore's death a homicide. Investigators say before her death, Birchmore told friends she was pregnant and Farwell was the father. Now, it's unclear if that request will be granted by a judge. As soon as we know more, of course, we will let you know. Outside of federal court, Laura Hafley, WBZ News.
What do you think about that?
It's crazy.
What's this? He can walk pot. What's that? What? Anyone tell me what that's about? Like, did I hear that correctly? Like that walk pot? You heard that, right, Joe?
What does that mean? Like bailed out or walk? Like
He's in federal custody. There's no walking out of that shit.
yeah, I know. I wouldn't want to walk out.
Double homicide, witness intimidation. I can't. How? What's this walking stuff?
I'm still stuck on Turtle Boy. I don't know. I was focused on that for a second. But I'm with you. Yeah, I'm speechless too, John. You there?
Yeah.
He's deep in thought.
I just don't. I don't get it. I'm sorry. I don't understand this. You know, we need to ask someone who does this. Like, you know, we'll find somebody.
What are you talking about?
Someone who has the information the answers to the questions that I have.
Oh, okay.
Like, how is walk even a word in his vocabulary? It should be bend over. That's it. There is no walking.
No.
Walking in with like getting off.
Yeah, we already know what the odds are, right? The federal government conviction rate, right? We were at 96%, and then like the other that's a guilty and then plead guilty, and then I think there was like 1% that actually got off, or the charges got dropped, or something like that. So yeah, I'm doing the math. I don't see him going anywhere.
Listen, when he comes up, right, in front of a judge, I'm going in. And I don't think I'll be able to live stream inside. Guaranteed, probably no. I don't even think I'll be able to tweet, but I'll take notes. And then when I come out, I'll come out and I'll just start. I'll give you guys the update because I want to know what's up with that guy. He should not be walking.
Yeah. Agreed.
I don't think he's going to do any walking.
Yeah.
Hope not. I just guys don't come down on somebody with the charges like they have unless they know. Like they know they do the work.
Please pass the pepper. Thank you for the Venmo. I'm with you, Tom. Speechless. So frustrating. Isn't it? It really is. I don't understand the law, I guess. I don't. And thank you for the Venmo, by the way, very much. I can't.
I think when you lay the case out with the text messages and explain it all, it's clear as day to me. I mean, the last person you see him on camera.
There's proof. There's more proof than you. Mike, I got a phone call.
What?
There's more proof than I can tell you about what happened. And I can say that man is an animal with what he did to that poor little girl. He towered over her. And how she went out, don't want to even know about it. He's an absolute animal.
Did he use a piece of clothing or something over? I heard that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Blocked off her nose.
Yeah. But that's incredible that I heard that. I think it was on Twitter or something. Maybe I don't forget what it was. But
she fought.
Yeah,
she fought, Mike. She fought.
Yep. She did
And
that.
he just overpowered her, where she couldn't do anything because he's freaking a goon.
He's 6'4". She's
She
60.
she was pregnant, Mike.
I know.
What if the baby was 9 months?
Probably wouldn't change too much. I think, Tom. I don't think so, in my opinion. He was going to do it no matter what. Yeah. Once that, when she made the phone call to Stoughton, and that dispatcher gave it to Farwell instead of giving it to the chief,
Huh.
that was crazy. Yeah, that was crazy. That set up a big red flag for me. Like, why the f would you give it to Farwell? Because trust me, bro. We're the bros. We hang out together. You talk about murder.
Farwell worked there, correct?
Right when
At
it happened.
Stoughton,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And his brother worked there.
Yeah.
Did Fanning work there also? By the way, Michael,
No,
detective.
no, he was on state police. He was
But
on Stoughton PD at 05. Yeah.
Okay, so but he was there when he started. Were they working together at all? Do you know?
I don't have that timeline put together yet, Tom. I would assume they obviously knew each other because Yuri was on the Stoughton PD as well.
And his timeline also comes up there. So Fanning was on the Stoughton. Yuri Buchanan was on Stoughton, and
Yep.
this guy's on Stoughton.
Yep.
And we know what happened to this guy, right? And we know about Fanning already with beating someone almost to death in their freaking driveway, dragging him up the street.
Yep. And then Yuri. I don't know him. It's cesspool over here, and I'm not over here, like in Canton and Stoughton. That district.
And they're running around taking people's phones, like the dispatcher. They went and just took her phone like that. Give me a phone.
Yeah. Again, above the law, Tommy. Above the law. They are the law. Jury and judge, right? At least Proctor was. He was texting his sister saying it was a murder. Right? It was hit and run or whatever it was. Yeah. That's crazy. They had tunnel vision the whole time. They wanted her. They were going to get her at first, but she was going to fight she was going to put up, and she did, man.
Yep.
Put up a fight. Yeah.
It just kind of blows my mind, Mike. It does.
Yeah.
It's sad. It's very sad because that means everything that we all believe in is just a fallacy.
Yeah. Like even what we're hearing now, I bet you're gonna cut that in half and figure out there's probably more to it. There's more in Proctor's Texas that we have no idea what's on there.
Did you time out, Joe? Did you hear about other DA's offices around the country getting popped, getting raided and stuff? And you
hear about it every now and then, but not like this.
One in New York, right?
Yeah,
it just happened, right?
New York. Yep, New York.
Same thing. They were dirty, right?
Yep. From the DA down. Yep, right down. Yeah, so it's not uncommon, but I don't know if it was a murder charge you were trying to frame somebody, but I don't. It was probably a lot. I think they did a lot of things wrong for a long period of time.
Yeah, but we can learn from that, right? And see how that goes, right?
Right. We should definitely learn from that. But you have, power corrupts absolute power.
If anyone has that information on that in New York City, can you email it to cputom@gmail.com? Any link you got, I'll take a pop at it and I'll put a show together for that because that interests me. Because if it happens in New York, right? New York's pretty strict.
Democrat, yep. Hey, it's in my profile, Tom. If you go into my X profile and scroll down.
Oh, you already got it going?
I reposted it a while back. It happened a couple of days ago. So I'll try to take you some time to find it. But yeah,
you're crazy with that.
Oh man, yeah, I'm busy. My thumbs hurt.
Oh my god.
Hold on, I got some other things I want to talk about in this.
How long you guys think about going tonight?
I'm good with it. I mean, I'm just diving into this. I guess I'll read this questioning from Turtle Boy. Some of this stuff in here is shocking.
Isn't it really not right?
I mean, one of the questions is why is there no footage of her getting back to John O'Keefe's house from the Ring camera? Yep. So they worked what they were trying to do.
Yep.
And Turtle Boy asked, "Do you think the jurors think she deleted it?" And then The juror says, I don't think she deleted it, but I wonder if it was lost during the investigation because it probably wasn't saved on Ring. What does that mean?
I don't know.
You have to
Some
pull the
videos found.
files. You have to pull the files out of Ring because Ring will just recycle them.
See, this is the thing. It would have been better if Buchanan allowed or followed up with Ring to make sure that there was footage showing what time she got back, because we don't know what time she got back. But that's the thing. Ring gave over all the information, and Ring said nothing was deleted. He testified to that.
Ring.
But Buchanan didn't even know about that report until trial, he claims.
Right.
And then Alan Jackson shows it
That's
to
one
him.
he didn't see it. Right. I never saw it before. Right.
And then Turtle Boy followed that up with, well, we do. Nicholas Guarino said she clocked into the Wi-Fi at 12:36. And the juror said, which is also strange because it should have created video of her parking.
Yep.
It's confusion. That's what they tried to do. Look, think about how long the trial was. Think about the amount of witnesses. Think about the breaks that they have. There was breaks, half days, 4 days off, 5 days. How could you remember anything?
True. Remember that half
testimony
days
didn't flow together. That's why it's easier for us to see it now, because you can clip it all together and show what is going on. These people, it was so hard for them to.
Yeah, that makes all the sense in the world because they were half day on purpose. Half days. Remember that?
Yeah.
And a full day was what, 2 o'clock?
No, 4 o'clock. But
Sometimes.
yeah, they were getting early quite a bit. Yeah, half days. And there was a time they only went to court, I think, twice during a week because it was like people want to take vacations. The jury did.
And then Auntie Beth comes back and says, "Yeah, we're closing in 10 days. You get ready, guys."
Yeah. See, these. I mean, I hate to say this because I don't want to criticize them, but this jury doesn't seem like the brightest of the bunch, in my opinion. Because the next question is, speaking of Guarino, John's cell phone data shows him going up and down 3 flights of stairs. Guarino said that could have been caused by driving on a hill or moving the phone around. Did that ever come up? The answer: we never looked at that. The only thing we looked at was whether or not John ultimately arrived. Well, we know he arrived. He was found there, right? So we looked at the fact that he did arrive, but didn't take into account whether or not there's any validity of the Apple Health data going up or down 3 flights of stairs. But look at the times. That's the point of that was the whole everything was in contention.
Right.
That was the whole thing with that.
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with that one for sure.
But they said we didn't even look at it. We just wanted to make sure John arrived at 30. Like, he was found there. He definitely arrived there.
I don't know.
You want to make sure John arrived they found the taillight there. Well, I'm gonna have to do a deep dive into this, but
awesome.
You're asking the right questions, Joe. You're right. We know the answers to them. They didn't at the time. I think they just got so convoluted with so much information dump. Lally with his processing, if any, that whole thing constantly. If we were bored at home, we have more things to distract. Imagine how bored they would be. Tom, you mentioned in the opening that they were confused. They put notepads down when
Lally was talking. They took their notepads and they put it right on their chest, and they'd sit back in the chair and listen to Lally.
Right.
Or it would be on their lap, and they just sit and listen to him.
Right.
They were not active. They were not taking a pen, writing on the notepad. When Alan Jackson, David Giannetti, or Liza Little got up, they all kind of sat up a little more. They all were attentive and ready to write. Like you can tell when someone's ready to write on a piece of paper, like they're ready to go. It didn't matter. But when
I was paying attention at home when Jackson spoke.
But when Lally got up there, I don't know how Karen sat through it, and I feel so bad for the jury to have to go through that.
You see that strategy was planned?
Yes, 100%.
I couldn't do
intentional or what? Incompetence.
Yeah.
One or the other.
Yep. Hey, listen, I gotta jump off.
Yeah, bud.
All right. I gotta go just to take care of the dogs and stuff.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I will talk to you guys later. All right.
Hey, listen. Enjoy your vacation.
All right, pal. Thanks.
Talk to you. Be good.
All right. Bye.
Later. Bye. Hey, Joe.
Hey, hey.
Hey. Do you have a video you just made? Do you want to play?
Yeah, if you want to play, you can. Let the people watch it.
Yeah.
I put it out this morning on Twitter, YouTube, and
Is it?
I think Facebook.
Does it have music in it?
No, I took it out.
All right.
It's the Where Was John? That was kind of using the stuff that they didn't look at. So I guess it really,
Yeah.
that'll be a good transition to show what.
How can they not look at anything like that? It blows my mind, Joe. It can't happen. Hey, guess what? Guess what did happen today? You ready for this?
What's that?
Dude, I have to get it. I'm sorry. You're gonna wait a minute. We got the best thing in the world. Let me find it. So I go to a standout today, right? And this happens, and I don't know where is it? Where is he? Where is he? Nope. Hold on, let me get to it. I made a video for everyone to watch. I'm gonna how about that? I have to get to it. Where is it? Where is it? Let me see your signs that you made. 1 second.
Hey.
Where are you? All right, here we go. All right. Coming out, stopping by.
All right, thanks.
Yeah.
Oh,
All right. So this happened today. Let me get the screen up. What an amazing day, Joe. So
Hey, where were you at?
we're at the standout at Franklin with a bunch of wonderful people, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I look over and I see this guy. You ready?
Yep.
Free ice cream. Free ice cream. Somebody paid you to come here with your ice cream truck.
Somebody did.
Do we know who that person
Name to
is?
be disclosed.
Oh my God. Whoever it is, please give them a massive, massive thank you. This is so nice of you to do this.
No problem.
Wow. And where you out of? How do they get?
Mass.
You're out of Norfolk?
Find us on Facebook, CNC Ice Cream Truck.
CNC Ice Cream Truck on Facebook.
You got it.
That is amazing. Wow. This is, I mean, someone hired the truck to come and serve us ice cream. Someone hired this guy to come here and give us ice cream.
Oh, you're kidding.
Get an ice cream. Get an ice cream.
Well, I was gonna. You don't give money and have it go
Free. Somebody paid for this guy to come here and pay. Is
That's
that
cool.
not awesome?
That's great.
I mean, like really, Joe, some lady came and brings coffee in the morning and donuts. Right? I mean, these are the people that are in the movement, that they're part of the Karen Reed, you know?
Yeah, everyone's very supportive of each other. It's good to see.
It was the best thing in the world. It really was. And the guy was a super nice guy. So please go to that guy's website if you guys want an ice cream truck. If you're living in Norfolk, get him down your street. If you know someone that lives in Norfolk, CNC Ice Cream is on Facebook. I'm sure he does parties. Please book him. Go to his website. I love the guy because that takes a special person to do that.
Did you get any ice cream?
Of course I did.
What's your go-to?
I got a Charleston Chew.
Nice.
Yeah, it was pretty good. All right. You got a video, right, Joe?
Yeah, we can play it another time if you're.
All right. Let me find that. Send it to me to I don't know, pick a way to get it to me. There's like 8 ways to communicate here.
I thought I sent it to Shelby. Did she send it to you or no? I'll send it to you.
I got it. All right. Here we go, guys. Check this out.
It's anticlimactic without the music, but
it works.
Can't get copyrighted. That was one of them, yeah.
And I want people to remember what that little mofo, Jarhead Marine, said on the stand, right? And then he said, but we never went anywhere near that taillight. Oh, really, mofo? I got you busted, you little bitch.
Go ahead and pause there. Okay, Sergeant, this is the basic video, the point at which it was paused when Mr. Lally asked you to identify the individuals in the video, correct?
I believe it was a different time, but I'm not sure.
Someone, if you could just pause there for a moment. Sergeant's almost falling in the video.
All right, so keep your voice up.
Sergeant Mechanic, with reference to any individuals you see in this video, do you recognize any of those individuals?
I can recognize Trooper Proctor and myself. Other than that, I don't remember exactly who else was present at this moment in time.
If you could start using the laser pointer before you, just direct your attention to where you observe yourself and where you observe Proctor.
That's Trooper Proctor and myself. Yeah.
They're identical. I love it.
Do you remember Mr. Lally saying, Sergeant Buchanan, with reference to any of the individuals you see in this video, do you recognize any of those individuals? And you responding, I can recognize Trooper Proctor and myself. And you use the green laser pointer in doing so.
Yes, I did. That's Trooper Proctor and myself. Yeah.
And that was on this area, may not be to the frame, but this is where the video was paused when you made that identification, correct?
It was approximately at this time.
Okay, so you were then asked after you identified, and at that time you did identify Trooper Proctor, and again, mistakenly, yourself,
Yes.
correct?
I directed the laser to the area where we would be.
Okay, and Trooper Proctor is the one toward the back of the truck.
Again, I cannot tell you which individual. There are multiple individuals there. I do not know at this point in time where it's frozen if that's exactly Trooper Proctor.
Attention to where you observe yourself and where you observe Proctor.
That's Trooper Proctor and myself. Yeah. I know we were present at that location, and I know what he was wearing for a headdress and what I was wearing.
All right, so you have to move along.
Question, Your Honor. Then why on Wednesday did you indicate very clearly that the person toward the back of the SUV was Trooper Proctor? If you don't know, why did you say that on Wednesday?
During the frozen frame,
Watch this.
I could tell there were two individuals back there, and
If you don't know, why did you say that on Wednesday?
during the frozen frame, I could tell there were two individuals back there, and I was.
It's just Proctor.
I was at one point in time in that location with Trooper Proctor.
That appeared to be Trooper Proctor in the back of the car.
From where the video is frozen right now, I cannot tell.
He's fucked.
So you're changing your testimony from Wednesday?
Objection.
Are you changing your testimony?
I am not changing my testimony, no.
Okay, next question, Mr. Jackson.
Sergeant Mechanic, with reference to any individuals you see in this video, do you recognize any of those individuals?
I can recognize Trooper Proctor and myself. Other than that, I don't remember exactly who else was present at this moment in time.
If you could start using the laser pointer before you, just direct your attention to where you observe yourself and where you observe Proctor.
That's Trooper Proctor and myself. Yeah.
That appeared to be Trooper Proctor in the back of the car.
From where the video is frozen right now, I cannot tell.
So you're changing your testimony from Wednesday?
Objection.
Are you changing your testimony?
I am not changing my testimony, no.
Okay, next question, Mr. Jackson.
You contradicting the hell out yourself, man.
Boom. That
It's crazy. But here's what you got to think. It was 5 days before that was when he was testifying, and it was on an awful weekend. The jury doesn't remember when he testified. You know?
And that's why they're all confused.
That's why he's doing it. He knows.
Wow.
But that's that's when it comes out that the video is inverted. Because now he can't put Proctor back there, right? Because they know it's, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
But if they didn't do anything to it, why does it matter?
Because it's just evidence. It's facts, right? It shouldn't matter. That's right.
Yeah, you didn't break the taillight in the Sally port. It was on the lawn. So why does it matter if Proctor has his hands all over it?
Right. We're all working on the back corner.
Right. It's crazy.
I get it. I mean, again, I don't understand it, but maybe Josh Levy does because we have faith in him.
Yes, sir.
So, all right, let's call it a night. It's
All
been a
right,
long
you gonna play the
weekend.
video?
Yeah, I should do that, right? I can do that.
Well, you just post it probably.
It's, you guys want to? I could go out with that, and we can just kind of.
Yeah, I don't know if it's stay and watch and end it though.
No, I can get it. All right, guys. I have.
Man, I'll check in with you next time. All right.
You will, my friend. Enjoy well, have fun at work.
All right. Yeah, I will. Back to the grind.
Yeah. Later, bud.
All right, man. I'll see it.
Yep. Bye. Boy, that's pretty awesome. Yeah. So let's do this. I can play the video. And, videos live. Hold on a second, make sure. All right. Yeah, manage. So I went to an absolutely amazing standout today. It was the weather was nice. It was so nice. It was really, really nice today. All right. I'm going to play it here. All right. So I'm going to do this and share it on here, and then I'm going to bail and go to bed. And I want everyone to have a wonderful week. We'll be on Tuesday. That's our next show, Tuesday morning. We'll see you guys then. If you guys have any suggestions or anything like that, feel free to send me an email at cputommy@yahoo or cputom@gmail. For the people who sent donations, thank you so much for keeping the channel running. We'll get back to you. What else am I going to say? The people today were absolutely fabulous, just awesome, loving people. If you're in the area and they do a standout, I strongly suggest you go and stand out with these guys. I mean, some just amazing people today. Really nice people. I had a day I'll never forget today. It was something special. All right, guys, here we go. We'll see you Tuesday morning, and then Tuesday night for the Selectmen. We're going to be covering that too. No, y'all good. So, what do you think? Did you see the 2020 special?
Some of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you hear about it? What do you think?
I heard it was a little. What's the word?
It was lame.
Well, yeah, lame, but trying to make her look bad, and of course, what would you expect?
Isn't it hard knowing more facts than what they put on TV? Is it frustrating?
Very hard. It's sickening.
Yeah.
It is.
All right. Well, thanks for coming out. I'm sure I'll see you around. Hello, my dear.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Thank you. Yeah, right.
Yep, I ran.
What, do you want to say something to Karen in case she watches?
We're rooting for you.
There you go. All right. You're up.
Oh boy. Karen Reed, that's all I got.
There you go. That's all. I like the sign.
This is Kate C. She'll be coming back. She's
Yeah.
gonna get steaks.
There you go.
Represent.
Thank you for coming out.
Absolutely.
And how are you today?
I'm fine. I've been doing this for over a year.
Yeah, you've been for you're OG. You're a long time.
Right. Since the first one opened up Concert Street.
With-
I've been doing it for over a year with Carol.
More than a year. It's almost you're going a year and a half now, right?
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly. And I'm not going to stop until it's over.
Wow.
I knew John O'Keefe, and not too many people in the movement knew him, and I respected him, and I liked him a lot. He was just a friendly, really nice guy, and so I'm here for justice for John O'Keefe, and I don't believe there will be any justice for John O'Keefe until there's justice for Karen Reed.
I agree with that. That's absolutely correct. I like your sign. It looks like it's been through the weather, huh?
It's been through a lot of weather: winter, rain, shine, sleet, or snow.
And you made another one.
I have another one.
Canton. Corruption, aggression, nepotism, tyranny, oppression, Neanderthals. You got bingo on that one. Wow, perfect. Well, thank you for coming out, and I'm sure we'll see you again. I'm sure.
you will.
And how are you?
I'm good, sir. How are you?
Wonderful, wonderful. You want to say something to Karen?
I think she's just a wicked, strong, independent woman, and what she's going through, I think, that could have been any one of us women. So good luck to her, and we'll be with her every single day, and it's not over till it's over.
I agree. Thank you for coming out today.
Thanks for having me.
And how are you again?
Good. How are you?
Wonderful. So what do you think about this? What about the stand out here?
I think that it's great how many places everyone is getting out, and I'm so happy about that. And Karen keeps strong, and everyone keeps saying it's not about John, but we got to get Karen free first, and then go after the people that did this to John. That's how I feel.
Excellent. Do you want to say something to Karen specifically if she
Keep
watches
strong.
it?
You're amazing. I watch everything, and we all love you.
Awesome. Thank you for coming out.
I'm too close to the cops. I can't be on film.
Oh, how about you could talk? You can be on audio, no?
Good morning.
Hey, how are you today?
Fantastic. How are you?
Good. What do you think of all the beeps?
I love it. I love it all. Free Karen Reed.
No one yelling, screaming bad things?
Down, but that's okay.
Okay. So it's beep to bird ratio is what we call it.
Yep.
It's a positive. If Karen Reed was here, what would you say to her?
I'm so proud of her for how strong she is, and she's so loved.
Awesome.
Yep.
Do you have anything else you want to throw in? What do you think of the
Karen
standout?
Reed. I love it. Amy and I put this together.
Yeah,
and
you guys set this up.
Yep, I'm so proud to have met her through this.
I'll get to her in a second. All right, so you live local, right?
In Bellingham.
Okay. So you see Karen Reed stuff everywhere now?
Everywhere.
Excellent. Look at this. Are you kidding me?
Coffee and donuts, guys.
Thank you.
And this is the type of people we get. Just like this. That's that.
Amazing.
Is that
Absolutely amazing.
right there.
Absolutely amazing.
What do you? Don't go nowhere. Come here. Come here. Oh, come on. You gotta say hi to somebody.
You CPU?
Yes.
No.
Oh, come on.
I don't want to be turned away from
No. Just say hi to somebody. Just say hi. Listen, thank you for the thank you so much. Really.
Thank you, Aiden.
We appreciate it.
Thank Aiden.
I will thank everybody, all right? All right, be safe. Have a good day.
Oh, that's so sweet.
All right, you.
Hi.
You. Miss Amy.
Hello. What a great turnout today. It's a beautiful
With
day.
full disclosure, this is one of my mods. Amy's my mod.
Yes.
Been a mod for a long time. She got her shirt.
Got my shirt on.
There you go. Love it.
Great day. We've had so many beeps. We've had so many people supporting. There's so many people here supporting, which is like amazing.
What do you think? What do you think about Karen Reed, the 2020 stuff?
They just repurposed a lot of it. And it was light favor to anti-Karen Reed, but we have facts on our side, and Karen Reed is innocent. So
So if Karen was here, what would you say to her?
I would give her a huge hug and tell her to stay strong, and you are innocent, and continue the good fight, and we are all behind you.
Awesome. Love it. All right, Miss Amy, we'll be seeing you again. So this is
Ain't that the truth, huh? All right. You're back. All right, listen. How are you today?
So good.
What do you think of the standout?
I think it's awesome. It's fun. I'm happy to be surrounded by like-minded people who all want the same thing for Karen and for Officer O'Keefe, who was murdered.
If Karen was here, what would you say to her?
She's the best. She's inspirational, and she makes all of us want to fight harder for what's right. So I thank her for that, and I'm sorry for her loss, because that's really hard too. And I hate the McElroy, so love you, Karen. We're here for you, girl. We'll be out here. That's that.
And there you go. And this is the type of standout. This is the type of standout that is just like this everywhere, all around the country. Actually, all around the world. They're doing standouts just like this. How are you? You want to say hi? All right, I had a question. You live locally here?
Natick.
Oh, that's a ride. Yeah. What do you think of Karen Reed and this whole 2020 special?
Very biased. Very biased.
Okay.
One-sided.
What do you think of the jurors that are coming out speaking?
Oh, they more should, and they should be listened to.
Yep.
For sure.
If Karen was here, what would you say to her?
I would say that we love her. We're on her side, and we're hoping this ends for her and her family soon.
And let me see your signs that you made. I try and get everybody's signs because everybody spends time with them, so I try and get them.
Yeah.
I like that
I
one.
wanted to say factually innocent.
Yeah. Awesome. Listen, thank you for coming out.
Absolutely.
Coffee and donuts.
Thank you.
All right, and there you go. All right, and how are you today?
I'm doing well, Tom.
You live around here?
Yep. Next town over.
All right, what do you think of the standout up here?
I love it. My best friend's up there too, so we came up to support and be there for Karen and everyone else and show her that we're still behind her and think the best of her and wish nothing but a positive outcome in this.
Did you watch the 2020?
Yes.
What do you think of that?
I was annoyed.
Really?
Yes.
Why?
Because they did not show a lot of the information and they did not show it in the light it really is at all. And if people watch the full trial and like us woke up every morning to you and then continued the whole entire day watching it, we know the truth, and what was showed just wasn't it. It's sad.
If Karen was here, what would you say to her?
You are the strongest woman, and I am so proud of you, and we are all here for you.
Awesome.
I just can't.
There you go. That's exactly it. You said it all right there.
Right there.
Yep.
Yep.
I think people
Love you.
will understand.
Yeah.
They get that.
Yep.
Even you understand.
Yes.
And even you understand, don't you? You are such a good girl. And how are you today?
What are you doing to me, Tom?
You gotta listen. It's all fair and we're here. We're here.
Listen,
All right.
we're here to show our support. Any of us could be Karen, and the fact that
everyone is here can make some change, and we stand behind Karen. We stand behind her innocence, and we're doing what we can.
What do you think of the jurors that are speaking out now?
I'm happy that they're coming out to show the truth, to show what went on behind closed doors. I understand the position that they're in. It's got to be a pretty uncomfortable one. And one by one, even the jurors are coming out. It started with one, and then the next, and then the third and the fourth. And, I hope there's not a next time. But if there is, all 12 will be not guilty.
If Karen was here, what would you say to her?
We support you. We're here for you. We know your innocence. We're sorry you're going through this. And you tell us what you need. You have a community here that will try our hardest to get it for you.
Awesome. Well, thank you for coming and supporting Karen. And thank you too, bud. You're so good.
Well, until high school.
All right, ladies, thank you.
I didn't notice.
I'm giving the dog a donut. All right, how are you today?
I'm doing good.
And where are you from?
I am from Westboro, Mass. I'm a recent Mass resident. Moved in from Rhode Island not that long ago. Been following Turtle Boy on this for about 2 years now.
Mm-hmm.
And it's unbelievable. And as much as she's going through, there might be a reason for it, just to expose some of this corruption. And for some reason, she was chosen to do it. And I think all the residents of Mass are supporting her are wonderful. Good
Did you
job.
see the 2020 special?
Not yet, but I'm gonna.
Okay.
I saw some videos about it.
Yeah, okay. What do you think of the jurors speaking out?
I've been on jury duty too.
Really?
They were in. It sounds like they were in a complete bubble, and they're very misinformed. They've succeeded on confusing them.
If Karen was here, what would you say to Karen?
Hang in there. I'm sure things will get better, and I know there's something better at the end of this rainbow for you.
Thank you so much for coming and supporting Karen. All right. Hi, I'm recording. Hi.
We came from Florida. We've been dying to meet you.
Dude, really?
Yeah, we came in last night.
Florida.
Yeah,
We've been watching you
Watch
every
you
day.
for 13
Florida,
years.
you're killing me.
Yeah, we were supposed to meet Sean this week, and we ended up here.
Wow.
We were supposed to meet him on Tuesday, but
I like the shirt, guy. There we go.
I'm
Yeah.
so proud to
Yeah.
We love Cam.
Badass.
So happy to be here.
I'm so glad you guys are here. All right.
I can't believe we got to meet you.
So I'm gonna ask you some questions, okay? Did you guys see the 2020 special?
Yes.
What do you think?
I didn't think it was that great, but it still made Karen a person. I just don't know, like, they kind of covered up all the important facts. Like, didn't say anything about the FBI investigation, didn't say anything about the real reasoning behind Jen McCabe's search, why they were covering for them. It's been a mess.
And what do you think?
I think the same exact thing. We've been watching this through and through, and it's just disheartening just to see it continue to manifest and how there's zero accountability and responsibility for the actions of.
All right, I got a personal question, if you don't mind. You guys are married, right?
Yes, just got married.
Has this trial brought you guys closer, communication wise?
Oh, yeah.
Like open communication, like.
Yeah.
All right, so you think it's a good thing?
Yeah.
100%.
We're behind Karen 100%. When you know the facts and you're watching what they're putting on the media, it's insane. And what you guys have done is absolutely incredible.
For this
Without
movement,
you,
this doesn't happen.
this
without
would never
you guys.
happen. Ever.
Well, it's the people. The people make it happen. I do the easy part.
Yeah.
This, you know.
We feel like we know you. Like, we
Yeah,
talk
I
about
know.
you
We
guys
feel
like
like
in
we
the
know
kitchen,
all you
like
guys.
Rita. Oh
Right.
my God. It's insane. It's insane. Jen O'Donnell, Sean on the golf. Oh my God.
And we could go. I mean, there's so many people, right?
Yeah.
Man Turtle started it with
Yep.
us.
He did, didn't he?
Yeah, Turtle started it.
Yep.
And it's amazing. This movement is
It
it's
gives
moving.
you goosebumps.
All right, I got a question. If Karen was here, what would you say to her? You first.
Oh my God, if Karen was here,
I would tell her that I pray for her every day. And I'm so glad that she has her parents. My parents passed away, and I just couldn't imagine being in her situation without like parents. So my heart goes out to her. It's so unright what they've done to her. She deserves to live her life, and it's time. We are all behind you, Karen. We love you.
It's really tough to follow up. I couldn't agree more. You know, we love her. You know, just seeing everything that she's had to go through, and we are from this area originally, so we've seen some weird stuff, and it just stinks to see it happening to her. And you know, can't wait to get justice for her.
Yep.
Just really can't.
And you guys came from where?
We came from Fort Myers, Florida.
Wow.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Both coasts, baby. Yeah.
So when they do the second trial,
Yeah.
are you going to come up for that or?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. awesome. I can't wait for that. Do you want to say hi to anybody?
I want to say hi to Sean and the Gulf and Turtle Boy. I love you guys. Without you, I don't think that anyone would have this information. We love everything that you give us, and we just can't wait for more.
Absolutely.
And I can't wait to hear more about Kevin Albert.
Yep.
Yep.
We're ready to go.
And Jen McCabe's a scumbag. We don't say anything to her.
So listen, I'll give you guys and I'll give you guys and the audience a little tidbit I heard.
Okay.
I heard they're going after Farwell's wife.
Yes, they should.
Accessory after the fact.
Exactly. Trying to cover.
They're looking at it. How can that happen, right?
That's insane.
It was the babysitter.
Hello.
Come on.
I know.
They just screwed themselves. They have no babysitter.
Yeah.
Once again, it's
Well,
a
they do
layup.
that, right?
It's looking like a layup. Looking like a layup, but hey.
I love you, Tom. I also like to say I hate when people abuse you. Now that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
That sends me through like.
You're a
we
real
have
G,
to-
Tom.
I have to,
happens.
like walk around the
Shout
house
out to
after
you.
I see some things.
But no, legit, right? If you wait a minute, if you were in my spot, you'd roll with it, right? You just go. It's what happens. It's we live here. It's Boston, right? Shit happens, right?
That's what we're saying.
Whatever.
So we get
We
it.
know she's innocent.
Yep.
Oh God, that's
Listen, I'll take the hits any day.
yeah,
Any
that's
day.
Absolute same.
And you believe Carl Dougal went and friggin' did the body slam to Karen
No. I would slap
in
him
the courtroom?
I would slap him in the face.
That's a disgrace.
When Aiden said that you shouldn't come to the protest if you're like gonna get upset, that's my husband. He's like, I would.
Yep.
kill
Oh
you.
yeah.
And at
Yeah.
first, but like you guys demonstrated, that's not how we really get things done.
Bingo.
By reacting like that.
Yep.
And I'm good at that, but I can't be good at that. You know what I mean?
But you can at least see it though. You can take a step back and see the whole thing.
You feel the whole thing.
Yeah.
All the way down there, we're like, this is dope.
Nice.
I'm so happy.
All right.
I'm so honored.
Nice to meet
No,
you,
my
Tom.
pleasure. My
Jenny,
pleasure,
love
guys.
you.
Jay.
We'll see you guys again.
Absolutely.
Thank you for coming up from Florida. Man.
I have extra cards.
Okay. They're making signs as we speak. All right, I didn't get you on film yet, sir.
Okay.
Where you from?
I'm from Boston, currently in Westboro.
Okay. Did you watch the 2020 special?
No, I didn't see it. I planned through the 2 hours, right?
Yeah. Okay. What do you think of the jurors speaking out?
I didn't catch up to that. It was a few days ago with Turtle Boy.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. What do you think of the whole Karen Reed thing?
Well, it's incredible. I mean, they must be really nervous now with the Birchmore arrest, you know. The Alberts and the McAlberts, all of them, they must be really sweating it. Because they were a big fish in a small pond in Canton, but the FBI is an ocean.
No doubt.
So they're in big trouble.
If Karen was here, what would you say to her?
I would say just hang in. Got a lot of people behind you. A lot of people, nationwide, worldwide.
Yep.
A lot of people behind you, and you'll be all right.
All right. Well, thank you for coming out and saying hi.
Thank you, Tom.
Oh boy, busted. You just you gotta throw him out in the street like that, man. He tells you to play in traffic, and he does. Listen, what do you think of the 2020 special? Did you see it?
I didn't catch it yet. I was too tired.
Okay.
She recorded it for me so I could catch up on it.
Nice. Did you hear about the jurors that are speaking out?
I did.
What do you think about that?
I think it's good that they're speaking out, and I think something should be done about it.
What do you think of Sarah Birchmore?
I'm glad he got busted.
Ain't that crazy?
It says a lot about the police corruption and the cover-ups and all that stuff.
Yep. If Karen was here, what would you say to her?
I'd say stay strong. We all love you, and we know you didn't do it. And I hope everything works out with the trial and everything. She's clearly, I mean, Helen Keller can see you're not guilty.
Exactly.
Watch that trial.
Yep.
Anybody with half a brain can watch that and see all the corruption and all the shadiness and all the stuff they did to change things and cover things up a little bit.
And the stuff they didn't do.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, I love your sign.
Thank you.
Pretty cool. All right, bud. We'll see you around.
Yes. Thank you.
All right, Miss Amy, back to you. What do you think of the standout?
It's amazing.
A lot of nice people here.
Yeah, there's so many people showing up.
A couple just came up from Florida.
Did they really?
They're over there making
Hi,
signs.
Florida.
They're from Florida. They come up just for this, so pretty cool.
That's very cool.
Ain't that something?
It's been a beautiful day. Beautiful day for justice.
Nice. You planning to have another one of these?
Yeah, we were talking about it often, maybe every other week.
Yeah. You guys all trading numbers and stuff? Facebook stuff? Should make a little Facebook group. Franklin Standout.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Not that you don't have enough work already.
I know. With you.
I know.
Because of you.
Exactly. All right. All right, so you just saw us standing on the side of the road. You pulled over.
Yes, I did.
So you can't read signs.
Yes, I did.
If Karen was here, what would you say to her?
God love you, Karen. You've been through a lot. You're a very strong woman, and you've got the whole country and world behind you. So good luck and stay strong.
Well, thank you for coming out, stopping by.
All right, thanks.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
All right. Free ice cream.
Free ice cream.
Somebody paid you to come here with your ice cream truck.
Somebody did.
Do we know who that person
Name to
is?
be disclosed.
Oh my God. Whoever it is, please give them a massive, massive thank you. This is
certainly
so
will.
nice of you to do this.
No problem.
Wow. And where you out of? How do they get?
Norfolk, Mass.
You out of Norfolk?
You can find us on Facebook, CNC Ice Cream Truck.
CNC Ice Cream Truck on Facebook.
You got it.
That is amazing. Wow. This is, I mean, someone hired the truck to come and serve us ice cream. Someone hired this guy to come here and give us ice cream.
Oh, you're kidding.
Get an ice cream. Get an ice cream.
Well, I was gonna. You don't give money and have it go.
Free. Somebody paid for this guy to come here and pay. Is that not awesome? Definitely support this guy right here. CNC Ice Cream on Facebook.